Hello you guys. I know I just posted a long video of a rant in the morning time a minute ago, but I figured I'd get on here and make a short video, or try to make it a short video anyways. I wanted to share my good news with you all, my daily good news, or well, it's not daily, but it's good news. I haven't had much good news for a while, but anyways, I had I don't know if I told you, I think I did tell you all. A few months back, I got selected as being a juror, and I don't know if a lot of y'all probably aren't familiar with what's going on in my county or nothing, but it's really corrupted here wherever I live at. And there's a big time case going on with a person called Mickey Steins, and he used to be the ex-sheriff to this county. Anyways, a while back in last September of 2024, he pooped up one of the judges here, the district judge that we have. He pooped him up 8 times, so he's unalive. Anyways, if I had to serve as a juror for his case, I would have been willing, no matter my hardship or not. I would have been willing to serve, only because, but it probably wouldn't have been a good thing for me to serve, because I'm a very, very emotional person. I try to be a very honest person, and I'm a lot different from a lot of people. I got a lot different take on things and a lot different point of view to things. And then two, my perception of things, I guess you could say. And then also too, I don't know, maybe they have some kind of diagnostic something for that, or diagnose or whatever, but I'm not the type of person like, I know y'all gonna say, well, she's crazy. I am crazy. Aren't we all crazy? Just on crazy on different levels. I might be out real far out there though, or whatever. But anyways, I have watched his video, the Mickey Steins case, of him watching that video that they have of him in the judge's room or whatever, judge's chambers or whatever they call it, or whatever technically, or whatever. I have watched that video since it's been online now, probably at least, I don't know, at least a good 100 times. And every time I've watched that video, besides like the first 2 times I watched it or something, I have laughed my butt off. And y'all can say I'm evil or whatever. It's just that, I don't know. It's just my opinion. But I think justice was served in his case against the judge or whatever. That's just my opinion. And I know I get all kinds of haters, especially here in this small place, locally and stuff. I don't care. You think I care about you? Heck no. I would say other words, but I'm trying to keep it PG for YouTube. It's not that I don't say them words, it's just that I'm trying to keep things PG for YouTube, because YouTube is my job. YouTube is my full-time job now. So anyways, I gotta keep it PG for the people who I work for, and I work for YouTube right now. Even though I've not been paid from YouTube yet, I'm not able to be paid from YouTube yet. I'm still just a teeny tiny channel, just trying to make it on YouTube. So I've not been paid or nothing. It might be a long time before I get paid on YouTube or anything, but and it might not be a long time, who knows? None of us know. But anyways, I work for YouTube, so I gotta go by YouTube's standards and YouTube's rules or whatever. But anyways, so back to me being selected as a juror. Okay, a few months back, whenever I got the letter in the mail that I was selected as a juror, I called them up at the courthouse, and I asked them, I said, which they could have been lying to me. But I said, is this going to be for Mickey's case? And the office secretary or whoever answered the phone, whoever I talked to, she said, no, this ain't going to be for Mickey's case. So I said, oh, okay. Well, I don't want to be a juror then. And I don't, not unless if it was for his case. But it probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Not because I would be in fear or nothing, because I don't care or nothing. But when it comes to stuff like that, y'all can say I'm a stupid, hind-end coward or whatever. And yeah, there might be some truth to that. But I do not care. I'm not fearful from none of them people like that. Or whatever. But anyways, and I've been paranoid all my life. Y'all can diagnose me as whatever else too for being like that. Whatever it is, what it is. But you don't like it, you don't have to watch. But anyways, it wouldn't have been a good thing because I probably would have laughed in the courtroom and I wouldn't have been able to behave myself and hold my emotions into tact. And so it's probably a good thing. And I don't even know Mickey that great. I've never really had that many times in person with Mickey or the judge for that matter, neither one of them. Not too many. I haven't told y'all what little bit of dealings I've dealt with them like it in a video, but I will eventually. Anyways, but I'm just going, because we all have opinions. We're all human beings and we all have opinions. I'm just going by my point of view, my take on things. And so I would say in Mickey's case, no matter what, it's just my opinion. But I would say let his hind end free. I would say that. I would also put it in different words, but like I said, I'm trying to keep things PG for the people that I work for, and I work for YouTube right now, so this is my job, this is my career, so I have to go abide by the rules of YouTube. And so anyways, and I don't want my channel taken down, because this is what I said, this is my life, this is my career for the rest of my life, so it is what it is. But anyways, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that they even have something like this that eventually a person can start making money off of something to support their lives with. So pay their bills with. But anyways, that wouldn't be a good thing. And then I would probably end up in jail myself if I acted like that in the courtroom. And then just too, on top of it, no matter whose case it is, it would be very hard on me. It would put me out and it would make a hardship on me to be a juror or anything. And I'm not like, I mean, I do like that stuff, but I'm like not overly consumed by it. Obviously, I'm overly consumed by Mickey's case just because it's local to me and I live around here. But as far as like one of them type people who's like continuously watching like crime or whatever, or true crime and all that stuff, like on TV, television shows, or like whether it's made it fake or whether it's real life, like other court cases and stuff that's happening in the world or United States or whatever. I'm just not like that. I watch some of them, but I don't watch all of them or nothing. But obviously I watch anything about Mickey, especially if it's local. And I do tend to watch more of this one channel on YouTube that's local to me. This girl that lives around here, like where I do, because I just feel like, and that's just how I feel about a lot of things in life personally. I don't want to hear anyone else's, this is just me, or whatever. You don't have to agree with me. But I don't want to hear anyone else's opinions on stuff in life, no matter what it is. If they don't go through it or haven't seen nobody, someone they knew personally go through it or experienced it, or they don't live around it, and they don't know what that environment's like, then I don't want to hear like these other big time YouTubers or people going over a case that happened around here. I don't want to hear their opinions and their takes on stuff. I don't care how big they are or how educated they are or whatever. It just don't mean nothing to me. But so that's why I prefer to watch someone who's locally here near me, and I watch their stuff on YouTube. I do the same thing whether it's weather or what it is. I just prefer someone who's locally, you know, in the environment wherever you live at, they're going to know more about it. So, like, when it comes to weather here on YouTube, I don't even watch my local news channels no more. I don't really like news stations and stuff like that. I would prefer YouTubers anymore. Just like how YouTube is pretty much my TV. It's also took over in other aspects of my life, just like with the weather. I watch Ryan Hall, you all. He's a big time weather person here on YouTube, and he's also locally to me, or more locally to me, where I live at. He lives over in Pikeville or Pike County, and so obviously whatever Pike County gets as far as the weather goes, our weather's not going to be too far off from it, so it's going to be real similar. So anyways, that's why I watch people like that. But back to me being a juror, even if it hadn't have been for Mickey's case, it would have put me out. And then also, I don't know, I just don't like being, even though I am a real judgy type person, I don't like being a judge. Don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have been a juror in a way on Mickey's case. But like I said, I would have said to let his hunting free to go. That's what I would have said, you know. I would have been that one juror to keep everybody else behind no matter what. And I would have been like arguing and saying my way or the highway. I would have been that one juror, you know, if I had to be on that case. But even if I had to be a juror on anyone else's cases or anything like that, I don't want to be put in that position. It doesn't give me cheap thrills to have that kind of control or to be a judge like to people, because the way I look at it is, even though I am a real vocal, judgy type person or whatever, I wouldn't want to do it on paperwork with the system. And I am, y'all can think whatever you want to of me, I don't give a crap, but I am a very much person who is against the system, all the systems in general, when it comes to the popo especially and stuff. I don't like none of them systems. I'm totally against them systems. And whenever I say system or society, I'm talking about the court systems. I'm talking about the popo or the pigs, whatever you want to call them. And that's just my opinion of them. I've had very few dealings with them, but what few dealings I've had with them, I haven't got nothing for them. Just like with social workers, I ain't got words to describe here on YouTube how I feel about the social services. In my opinion, though, I'll just put it lightly, I don't think that there even should be social services. And another thing, I don't think there should be magistrates. Those two groups of people, in my opinion, they do nothing. And I think that they should cut down on the popos too. That's just my opinion. I don't think they're worth a dime. That's my opinion. But anyways, So, anyways, back to being a juror. Okay. So, even if, like, it was another person's case, like another human being or whatever, I just wouldn't want to be a juror because what right do I have to really judge anyone? I don't have no right to judge nobody. I ain't better than nobody. Nobody ain't better than me. That's the way I look at it. And we all come short and we all sin. So we all do stuff. And so why do I need to be a juror and say, hey, this person, because like I said, no matter whose case it is, the way I feel, I mean, obviously, I would feel different under certain different circumstances, I guess you could say. I might would feel differently. But for the most part, for most people, I would just be like, let them free, let them go, you know? That's how I would be on most people, you know? Obviously, there's some things that I probably would be like, I don't know. I don't know how I would be, because I wouldn't want to be put in that position to be like, that person deserves the D penalty, you know, because here in Kentucky we have the D penalty and stuff. And I don't know, I would just have a hard time judging any human being, whether they did something to, maybe in most of society's eyes, think that they needed that kind of, I don't know, penalty or whatever. But I don't know, I don't feel like that I could ever be someone's judge in saying, yes, they deserve the D penalty or something like that. I don't know. Now, I probably would feel different. I know I probably would feel different, and y'all can call me a hypocrite over it. But obviously, I don't want to speak things like that or talk like that or even think of things like that. But we're just saying, for instance, if I was the one, let's just say that someone unalived someone that I cared about, and then obviously I would be like on the other end of it, and I would be like, yes, if I wouldn't do it myself, to be honest, I probably would have a hard time not trying to deal with justice myself if something like that was to take place. But and I'm just being honest and real with you all. And I know y'all, I probably shouldn't say things like that here on the YouTube, but I'm just being honest and real about it. And I know that's a lot of things, a lot of people like that, or a lot of people in general, would think the same thing and probably even want to do the same thing that I would have in mind to do if it touched me too close to home or whatever, so to speak. But I don't think I could be someone's judge though on saying like, oh, they deserve the D penalty, unless if it was like too close to home or whatever, if that makes sense. And yeah, that might be a little bit of being a hypocrite, but I'm just being honest too though. So whatever, y'all take it however it is, or whichever way you want to take it or whatever. But anyways, I called just a few minutes ago. That's why I was making this video, because I still haven't received anything in the mail saying that, hey, you don't have to be a juror or whatever. And I didn't want to be one since it wasn't for Mickey's case or nothing. And then two, like living where I live at, another thing is well, I have children, obviously, and one of my children is still young and impressionable, and they still care about society and stuff like that, and their reputation. They still have to deal with society. And so if you get on the bad side of society or a bad reputation, or somebody starts talking bad about your name or whatever, it can be really bad for especially children or young people around here, young adults or whatever. And so obviously I wouldn't want my daughters to have to deal with stuff like that. And so that's why I'm always kind of conflicted still yet living where I live at and having to deal with what I deal with, because yeah, I've already made a reputation for myself living around here and stuff because of what my parents, the ones that are supposed to be for you, not against you, what they've said and how they've stained my name and my image and stuff just because of the people that they've made connections to with money and power and stuff, the local bigwigs or whatever of society, or the local people that knows how to write grants, and the people in charge in society and stuff like that. Your fake church goers and stuff like that, in my opinion. But anyways, they all just say, well, she's crazy, or whatever. So they just write it off as like that, you know. And that's what they say about everything I have to say. So whatever. We all know, if you know me, you know I'm an honest person. So that's all that matters. And I know the Creator knows that I'm an honest person. So I'm not fake or nothing like that. So if I was fake, I would be out here kissing hind end like my parents do, or like my brother, my sibling does, or half the people that I've known in life does, just to fit in. I've never been one of those people to just fit in. And probably most of the people who sub to me here on YouTube, my tribe, my type of people, they're not going to be the people who fit into society. They're going to be the outcast, the black sheep. They're going to be like me, or more than likely, if they want to relate to me or whatever. So whatever, they come and they go. It don't matter. You know, the true ones, the way I look at it, the true ones will stay. And so that's the ones that I call my friends, or whatever, the ones that subscribe to me here on YouTube, even if I'm a small, tiny channel or whatever. It doesn't matter, because that's the ones that are for me and not against me, the way I look at it. So, but anyways, I called them, and then I got them to look into it, even though I've not received nothing in the mail for whatever reason or whatever. They said that I don't have to be a juror, so that's a good thing. And it saves me a little visit in jail, because I'm sure I couldn't have kept my mouth shut, and I definitely would have been making videos about it on YouTube or any social media. I would not be shutting my mouth no matter what, and I would be spilling my guts and telling the truth and making videos for the whole world to see my opinions and whatever I was experiencing having to be a juror. So that's not ethical anyways in society's image when it comes to the court system and stuff. So anyways, I didn't get selected to be one, so that was a good thing, or whatever. In these circumstances, it was probably a good thing too with Mickey's case that I wasn't under those circumstances, because I would have ended up in jail and stuff, and everybody would have seen me and on the news, because they film that stuff where it's so national now, and you all would have seen me laughing in the courtroom. And then too, it would have hurt like my daughters, and that's what means the world the most to me in this world or whatever, but it would have hurt them too, and so I don't want to hurt them. That's why I always say, like, this is my YouTube channel, and other people do not ask to be or want to be on my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is mine and mine alone. Like, My daughters, no matter if you know them or not, they do not ask to be filmed. They do not ask for their pictures or voices or their bodies or nothing to be on YouTube. And that goes with everybody else too that has to be in my life, no matter why they're in my life or whatever. They don't ask to be on YouTube. So this is my YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel alone. And if you want to troll me, you want to say bad things, you want to release your energy off on me, off on my channel, you know, that's fine. Whatever, I don't care. You know, if it gets to a point where I don't like it, obviously I'll block you or whatever else I have to do. But do not, I repeat, do not think that it's okay to bring my daughters or anyone else into my YouTube channel and say stuff about them or talk crap on them or try to hurt them or harm them or whatever in any shape or form, because I will not tolerate it. I'm not saying I'm a big bad honey or nothing like that, but you know what, I'll do whatever I have to do in life, and I would definitely take up for my daughters and stuff, because I truly love my daughters and they are the loves of my life. So don't be messing around with stuff, period. Especially don't be messing around with stuff that you might be thinking you're opening up a can of worms when you're opening up the whole damn compost. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know. But that's some good news that I wasn't selected as a juror, because honestly, I was kind of worried about it, because I was worried about none of us, even the people who are big, bad, and hard to the core or whatever, none of us wants to go to jail. I mean, realistically, nobody wants to go to jail or anything like that. And I'm sure if I had been chosen as a juror, I'm sure I would have ended up in jail. But just because of my mouth and my honesty, my level of honesty, people can't handle and people can't take, and they don't like, because I'm real and I'm honest and I'm not fake about stuff. And so anyways, and that would get me in trouble with our so-called society or court systems or whatever. Even though they say for you to, which don't make no sense, they say for you to swear on the Bible to beat it off. They want you to swear on the Bible. And then they said the system is so messed up in general. I mean, in my opinion or whatever, just, I mean, they lie when they interrogate you. They're going back on their word. They're not being honest. And then if you don't lie and stuff, if you are honest and stuff, if you have to go to court, they set it up in such a way like you're instantly, that's why they say as soon as they arrest you or whatever, they talk to you or whatever, they're like, your rights can and will be used against you. They will. You're damn right they will, because as soon as like you go to court or something like that, or as soon as they start questioning you, they're gonna start interrogating you, and they're gonna say whatever they can say or make up out of their a-holes to say, to come up with to get you to spill. And if you're trying to be a good human being, if you're trying to be an honest human being, if you're trying to actually be, I don't like using that word, but if you're trying to be a Christian human being, you're not wanting to lie. And then they put you in a predicament where you can't be honest, because if you're honest about something, if in some situation, obviously you're guilty to some point or whatever, you're going to have to tell the truth. And after you tell the truth like that, And then they use it against you too, even making you swear on the Bible. I mean, why is it in the United States that they make you swear on the Bible? I mean, even if I'm a Christian person or whatever, or that's my beliefs or whatever, why is it that all across America in general they make you swear on a Bible? I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm not a believer or nothing like that, but why do they make you swear on a Bible? Not everybody in America are Christians. Not everybody in America believes the Christian way. So why do they make you swear on a Bible in the first place? So they use that against Christians in general. Because a Christian person, if person's a true Christian, they're not going to want to sin. And that's like their whole belief thing right there is the Bible. So they're out for the Christians anyways. And then too, like I was saying too, with as soon as you get, arrested or they read you the rights or whatever, or if you're in court, as soon as they start going over your court case or whatever it is, and they start questioning you or saying something to you or whatever, if you're being honest, you're gonna get straight put in jail, no ands, ifs, or buts. As soon as you answer their questions, if you answer them honestly, because I won't get into it in this video because I really did not want to make this a long video, and I was really just trying to share my good news with you all of not being selected as a juror. But I had a different case, and I'll talk about that in a different video sometime. But I got other things I gotta do today too, other phone calls and stuff I've gotta make, so I won't get time to do it today. But anyways, so a long time ago, whenever I had a case, and my mom took me to court, and this is whenever, I'll put it as short as I can. I had social workers on me, and me and my mom had gotten a big fight, and I ended up in jail. Well, if I had not done that, I was like a nervous wreck after that happened, after I got put in jail from the fight that me and my mom had got into. And I was scared to death. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm a coward, whatever. Anyways, I was scared to death because I was afraid I was going to lose my girls. And obviously I didn't want to lose them. I'm their mother and I love them. I actually truly love my children. But anyways, my mom was the one that took me to court because her big hind end beat me to death. And then she called the police on me after she beat me. Yeah, I started the fight, but I couldn't finish it and stuff. But anyways, she's a big old bitch. But anyways, so after we got in a fight, and she called them on me, and I'll tell you the full story to that a different day. And then I got put in jail. That was when I got put in jail for like 5 hours back in 2014. You can look it up on Letcher County Jail if you want to see my picture or whatever. I was crying and stuff in the picture. I meant bit it. But anyways, they was actually the ones who came and got me out of the jail that night, was my dad and my mom. And they had I think it was my oldest daughter that was with them then. And I remember right in front of their faces. So I'm not ashamed in anything. I'm not being a coward. Anything I'm saying to y'all is not stuff that I've not said to them and stuff. And I've said worse to them in person. Trust me. And stuff. And I've played at all sides before. I've been a sweet little angel. I've did everything they've said to do and did like I was supposed to, like a good little girl or whatever. And then I've been as mean as the devil to them too, to both of them, especially my mom. But I've sassed back and I've called them names and stuff like that. Nothing ever worked for me, no matter what I did. No matter if I tried to be nice and good to them, no matter if I tried to be civil to them, no matter if I cussed them up and down or threw big fits or fought them or whatever, nothing I ever did with them ever worked out. And so, anyways, that's a different story for a different day. But back whenever I got out of jail that time, like the day after, I was walking around the churchyard that's up the road. I've walked there before on a different video from here and stuff and talked to y'all. Anyways, I walked up that churchyard and I called my therapist I had at the time. I've been seeing different therapists for years. This is all in my paperwork. I've got a big old trail of it as proof if that ever was to come to pass or whatever. I got files galore and I say the same old stuff, repetition, all the time in all my files. So all my therapists I've ever had know exactly what I'm talking about, exactly what I'm saying whenever it comes to my issues with certain people or my dealings or whatever. But and it's never changed. It's all the same stuff, same old thing. So I'm not making up stories. I'm not being fake. I'm being real. So anyways, I called my therapist I had at that time. It was a male therapist. That male therapist, because yeah, I'm weird like that. I'm a little bit out there. I'm a little bit crazy. Aren't we all? But anyways, I know that male therapist, he doesn't exist. I mean, he exists. He just doesn't work around here no more. Last I heard of him, or last I looked into him, what happened to him, it wasn't because I was like obsessed with him or in love with him or nothing. It's just because I'm a weirdo. I think we all deep down do stuff like that ever since social media has come out or whatever. We're all like the FBI to the internet or whatever. But anyways, to some degree. So I know he moved off away from here. And he last I looked, he was working in Louisville, Kentucky. So he doesn't work around here no more. Shout out if you know who I am. But anyways, he was my therapist at the time, and I was telling him what had happened, and I was really upset about it because where she was taking me to court, and she was taking me to court against her little friend who always gives her so much discounts and pro bonos and stuff, or he used to. I'd say he's figured it out by now. And he's probably fed up with her honeying. And now he's not a lawyer no more anyways. If y'all know what the corruption is going on around here, and you know who the circuit court judge is, that's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the initials J&C, the big old cheese. That's who I'm talking about. But anyways, he was her lawyer in that case at that time against me and stuff whenever we went to court. And so anyways, I went and I called my therapist I had at that time because I was real upset. What do you do when you don't have no one else to talk to or anything like that? This phone's battery's getting low. It might cut off. If it does, I'm sorry, guys. That's what it is, though. But anyways, so what do you do whenever you don't have nobody in life? No friends, no family, nobody you can count on, no one you can talk to. Who else do you reach out to if you don't have anyone else to reach out to? You reach out to your therapist. So that's what I did. I reached out to my therapist, and he gave me advice because he could tell I was like really upset and I was like crying. He probably thought I was trying to unalive myself or something. But anyways, he was like, whenever you go to court, he said, you're going to have to lie. That's how he told me. That's the advice he gave me. He said, you're going to have to lie because if you go to court, and I'm glad he told me this. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad he told me this because it's like what he said in that situation. If I had went to court, because I am an honest person and I don't want to lie because I have a creator who I'm going to be judged by for my sins and stuff. So I try not to sin. But we're none perfect. And obviously I sin daily. But I try not to sin, you know? Just like anyone else. I just try or whatever. But anyways, he's like, if you tell the truth, whenever they ask you that, and he said, because he kind of knew, you know, he's a therapist, and so he's dealt with different situations in life And he's like, what they're going to do is they're going to ask you something, and you're going to have to lie. Because if you say yes, if you tell the truth, he said, you're going to be put in jail instantly, and you're going to have to serve your time for a year before you even get a court case. So your children will be taken away from you, and you'll have to stay in jail for a year. If you be honest like that. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm getting emotional, but obviously I get emotional over stuff that's about me or my family. And so, who would want to leave their children if they love their children? Who would want to leave their children instantly for a year in jail and stuff like that? Just because you get in a fight that obviously people who are grown-ups can't even handle themselves, and they have to call the effing cops because they're ignorant asses. Sorry for my language. I'm getting upset, guys. But that's what I say. I'm not a big time person on calling none of them people in society, the effing cops or social workers or nothing. I don't believe in them systems. That's not me. I've called the cops one time in my life on somebody, and I regretted it, and I called it on my dad, and I've regretted it ever since. And it was only because back when I'll tell you that full story of that at a different time, but it was back when I was going through chemo with cancer, and he was being the a-hole. I got other words for him, but he was being the and that's putting it lightly. He was being the a-hole like he always is, and running his mouth and stuff like he always does. And I thought he was going to be abusive by the way he was acting towards my mother dearest, and that's why I say I regret it. But she's manipulating. She's narcissistic and manipulating. Big OB. But anyways, so I called him on him that day and stuff because of the way he was acting and stuff. But and then that's whenever not too long after that, she separated him. She separated from him at the time as far as living with him. She went to a different place, one of their rental houses, to live for a little bit. And then she went back to him. And then she ended up talking him into out of his money and fixing up one of the other rental houses that they had at the time to live in for like a year or two before he bought that trailer over there after the neighbors passed away. And she moved into that. And now my siblings living in the other rental house, the big house or whatever. I'll show y'all that in a different video. But yeah, and then what kind of person is it anyways, in general? And this is just me, my opinion or whatever. But what kind of mother is it to throw their daughter in jail because after their daughter cussed them out, after their daughter hit them? And I'm weak. I admit to that. I'm weak in the sense when it comes to being strong physically, like fighting and stuff. And I'm kind of a coward too. But at least I'm honest and I admit it. But anyways, and then as soon as they call the cops on them, they act all like they're innocent or whatever. And then they tell them who they are, and then they say when they're calling the cops, oh, it's because their daughter's crazy. She's not been on her medication, blah, 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 blah. Which is all damn lies. But anyways, she's just as crazy as I am, if not worse. But anyway, she calls the cops. Then she plows me down over on the ground, knocks me to the ground, and then starts hitting and pulling my hair and punching me and slobbering her big fat hiney all over me and stuff, holding me on the ground and just squeezing me and pushing places on me. And then whenever the social workers and the cops arrive here, I'll tell y'all that in a different story, the full story. But she acts all different and stuff. Yeah. What kind of mother does that? And then knowing how the court system works and stuff. She knows how the court system works. she's got her little connections. I think her connections is starting to figure her honeying out, though. She loves it. She thrives on stuff like that. That's why every time she's had a grandchild, because of society's image and stuff, she's always, like with my sibling and stuff, she's always tried to take them baby mamas to court, which I give her credit on that too. They're pieces of crap too, but and their lives is probably a little bit better off with the other pieces of crap that they live with. But the truth of it is why is it that I forgot where I was going with this, guys. Got distracted looking at the sky. It's beautiful. Anyways, why is it that like I said, she just thrives on it. She just thrives on being in society, and she used to work when she was like a teenager and stuff. She used to work in the courthouse. It's like one of those people who types your court cases and stuff. And she used to work for the Winston M guy, which he's retired now, but he's had several different job titles and positions in this county and stuff, and now he's an old man. But anyway, she used to work for him, and she's known people because of my sibling and stuff, where he's been in and out of jail and rehabs and different things. She knows him, or knows people of him and stuff that's dealt with his cases and stuff. And but anyways, what kind of mother will call the cops on their daughter knowing good and well what's going to happen? Why cannot people that's supposed to be grown people can't handle their own shit and stuff and deal with their own stuff in life? Why do they have to be passive aggressive like that? Yep, there goes that big OB. There goes that hypocrite. There goes that fake woman. Yep, that's my mother dearest. That's her vehicle right there. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off of here and get off this video. The battery is about to go dead and stuff. It keeps flashing and stuff, so it might cut me off anyways. But yeah, that's a person who doesn't truly love their children right there. There's a fake honeying human being is what that is. There's somebody I ain't got nothing for right there and stuff. So anyways, I didn't get selected as a juror though. It's probably a good thing. And I'll get off here and tell y'all the other stories a different day. So I appreciate those of you who do watch me, and I appreciate those of you who are entertained by me, to say the least. So I'll get off here and talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Have a great day.